Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today we'll do a little new catalog tour. This is the 2012-2013 catalog. I'm in my jammies, it's in the morning, I've got my cup of coffee, so grab your coffee and let's get started looking through the new catalog. I wanted to point out some of the things that you'll see a little differently in the catalog than in years before. And that is that Stampin' Up! Has really done a good job at the beginning of the sections, kind of telling us what the items are for, how they're used, and look for little bundle savings throughout the catalog too. The product suites are just that. They're products that are made specifically to work well together. Again, love Stampin' Up! For that. Takes all of the guesswork out of it. We're not running all over town trying to find this and that. The stamp sets are, in the front as always, in different themes. So you'll have holidays and, again, different occasions. One of the first things that you'll notice is that the holiday sections and some of the seasonal ones, there's not as many images, but don't worry, Stampin' Up! Has 2 other catalog releases throughout the year. We'll have a holiday catalog that will be out in August and a spring catalog that I believe will be out starting in March, I believe. I'm not quite sure of the spring catalog dates, but I don't have my info just offhand. But we'll have 2 injections of other catalogs, and I've got my sneak peek of the holiday catalog. Oh, la 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 la, we are going to have some fun this holiday season. Okay, so again, just look for the product suites, and again, it's just going to give us those little hints of what products are going to go together. Okay, let's see here. So again, just beautiful, beautiful stamped images of all sorts of different things that we'd want to have. So after the stamps, the next thing that we're going to find are things that we can use to embellish our stamps. For me as a crafter and stamper, I have a nice buildup of my stamps, although there always seems to be another 500 stamp sets on my wish list. But after the stamps, you'll come to the paper. If you're new to stamping and paper crafting, on page 151, there's a Getting Started. And again, Stampin' Up! Has done a great job with helping to direct us of where to go to get started with our new paper crafting hobby. And even if you've been paper crafting for a while, this is a great collection to get started with Stampin' Up!, to get to know Stampin' Up! And how all of their products are made to go together just effortlessly. Everything coordinates, and I've never been a more happier paper crafter than when I've really embraced my Stampin' Up! Collections. Which is why I'm a demonstrator, because I want it all. Okay, so after the Getting Started, you'll go into the paper collections. Again, down at the bottom, there's some close-up pictures of the colors, and these cute little color codes up at the top will tell you all about them. And what Stampin' Up! Also did is kind of show you what you can do with either coloring or with paper crafting the color collections. Okay, a couple of the new tools and such. Again, here's going into more detail of what the different items are. A couple of things to point out would be there's a new cookie stamp here. It's the special events, a flower, a package, and a star. So right now we've got 3 different sets of the cookie presses. These cookies are to die for, the best butter cookie ever. And I want to show you a couple of examples of the specialty designer paper. I'm going to pause the video right now because I don't have this paper on hand close by. Okay, plus it gave me a chance to take a sip of coffee. This natural composition specialty paper, this is a specialty paper. It's got a crumb cake background, and it has almost like a Versamark image to it that actually when colored, this will really, like you can take your ink and go over this and it'll pick up the color. We're going to have a lot of fun playing with this. And again, I think sometimes it's so hard to see the paper in the catalog, although they've done a great job this time of really showcasing the paper. But oh my goodness, this is a wonderful thing. I can't wait to start playing with it. I just got my order the other day, and the weight of this paper is somewhere between cardstock and chipboard, so it's a heavyweight cardstock. So again, lots of neat things I'm sure will be coming out of the demonstrators with examples on it. Again, going back to the other paper, again, there's a lot more detail of what the paper looks like. In person really just cannot do it justice though. Here's one from the Floral District. So pretty. New fun and, trendy patterns and colors. Another share is just real quick is here's the Be of Good Cheer designer paper series, the Christmas one that's in the catalog that's available all Stampin' Up! Year round. It's got the base colors of crumb cake, the new gumball green, and cherry cobbler. So just some examples. If you can, contact your demonstrator and try to see some of these papers, these paper packs in person. They really are quite beautiful. One thing that I forgot to share about with the color collections is that Stampin' Up! Has gone through a new and improved change on their ink pads. They all now come with a foam ink pad. This is an old one. This is real red. And it used to have a linen look to it. This was well loved, as you can see, but it also kind of shows you the linen pad that we had. With the foam pad, what it's going to do is allow for a more intense coverage, especially on those stamped images that there's a lot of stamp surface, a lot of solid areas. So you may not notice any big deal with some of your sentiment stamps, but on your image stamps, you'll really notice a more intense color saturation with the new foam pads. Okay, so we'll kind of keep going back through some of the embellishments and accessories. Oh my gosh, I'm so super duper excited about this. These are the new Scrapbook 12 by 12 divided page protectors. You will get, let's see here, 10 per pack, and they're $5.95 for the pack. I'm so excited about this. Can't wait to start holding some scrapbooking classes. But these pages have different layouts in it. So for example, the one that I'm holding here is a full 12 by 12. But this one has 6 different pockets in it. And so you could sit here and maybe scrap 3 of the 6, and then you can put photos in the rest of them. So it's a great way, I think, to be able to do a little bit of scrapbooking, but at the same time, it might not be as overwhelming to try to do all, a 12 by 12, and plenty of opportunities to put lots and lots of photos. So again, great opportunities there to do a combination of photo, just photo book and scrapbooking. And here's what the 12 by 12 linen scrapbooks look like. They do come with full sheet protectors or scrapbook pages in here. And it's a high quality, wonderful linen scrapbook. So again, can't wait to add some scrapbook classes. The fabric line continues to grow for Stampin' Up. It's a fun element to play with for gift giving. And then some more embellishments. Again, they've really done a great job with showcasing what the embellishments are looking like up close and personal. And of course, I cannot live without my basic jewels, the pearls and the rhinestones. And some new buttons to play with. I don't know if these will come across, but look at these faceted buttons. Oh my gosh. So cool. So cool. Love them, love them, love them. And another thing that I just am beside myself on is, okay, the brayers are here, but It's the new Stampin' Pierce mat, the pierce tool, and the paper piercing pack. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have so much fun this year. The paper piercing mat, it's $7.90, or pack, it's $7.95, and you get 3 of these paper piercing sheets. So I don't know if that's coming through with the camera or not, but what paper piercing allows you to do is just that. You can put this down on the new the pierce mat, put your cardstock in between it, and with the paper piercing tool you can go around and make these really neat patterns all around your your images. They coordinate with some of the punches. You can see where it's both, you can go inside the punch or outside if it's a layering piece. You don't have to have the punch, but if you did, or you have the stamp, it's a good, again, design. Again, this one's with the new apothecary framelit that matches, but again, you don't have to have the framelits necessarily to have this this outline. So again, you could with or without it. And then a very basic paper piercing for corners and to do straight lines, and some really cool scallops inside and outside. So, oh my gosh, for $7.95, a whole lot of fun with that. I did want to show you the new paper piercing tool. So it comes in a tube. It's more comfortable grip, ergonomical, or whatever that is, so you don't get your wrist all hurty. But that's the new piercing tool. Kind of an updated look to it. And it stores in a nice tube. The previous piercing tool that I had, I just kind of threw the tube away and didn't think anything about it. But I wish I would have kept the tool. It makes it a lot easier to find in your craft bag that you keep all of your papers and or your scissors and your tools and such in. So hang on to the tube. You can find it a whole lot easier. Again, the Stampin' mats are new. These are hard foam mats, and Stampin' Up! Suggests that you get one for paper piercing and one to use for stamping. It provides a nice surface to do your stamping. And I just have found when I listen to Stampin' Up!, they're just such smart people over there in Utah with all their crafts. And so I just went ahead and ordered 2. The mats are $4.95 a piece. And again, I plan to use one for paper piercing and one for stamping. And I think, then it's in the punches, a couple of new punches, an updated for butterfly. This is an elegant butterfly. There's a ticket builder punch. Let's see, I think that's probably the majority of the punches that are new. Then it goes into the embossing, lots of new framelits and edgelets that are available, and then our wonderful dies. If you're a digital person, My Digital Studio has their product suites as well, and new Digital Studio images are available all the time and updated. The hostess information is now in the back of the catalog. Cute stamp sets that you can earn if you want to do some hostessing. And then last but not least, on the back cover is helping to make a difference with the Ronald McDonald House. For every stamp set sold, Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to the Ronald McDonald House. So don't forget to look for that. It's the stamp set this year is moving forward. All of the stamp sets, you'll notice down below here, has a W and a C. That stands for wood mount or clear mount stamp sets. And then if they're available in other languages, that'll be off to the side. Okay, so that's the end of our new catalog tour. I hope that you've maybe seen a couple of new things that you might have overlooked, or just allow you to take a second look, as well as giving you some up close and personal view of some of the paper and the new things that we have to play with this year. Happy crafting, everybody. Bye-bye.